And more each day. This makes me sad, and it hurts so bad.
Show alert! You're now locked in to Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. Come on, tell them about all the places you've gone to. Breaking down the trucking industry from entrepreneurship, fleet building, and money management.
I got a hustler spirit. I get it.
Whether you a new CDL driver or a veteran who's been doing it for years.
Took it to another level.
Whoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it.
Bring them out.
Now here's your host, Loshawn Parks.
Ride with us.
Let's go.
Ba, 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 ba. Oh, yeah. What up, people? Welcome to another edition of Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. And I appreciate that. Round of applause to each and every one of y'all. Yeah. It's been last Friday since last time I was on here. All right. I know y'all was looking for a show. Some of y'all maybe not. Was looking for a show on Monday and Tuesday. And Monday, I was flying back from Chicago. So we'll talk about that flight. And I'm going to tell you guys who not to use because I think they're garbage, okay? For lack of better words, they are. We're going to talk about it, though, okay? They definitely are on the clown train, okay? No, I didn't take the train. Just saying, we're going to talk about it, okay? So I wasn't able to do one Monday because I didn't get back to Charlotte till late. And then Tuesday, you guys know, if y'all don't know, I bowl and I had a lot of stuff to do on Tuesday, dealing with the business, dealing with a lot of stuff, me coming back, being back in Charlotte for the weekend. I did catch some of Father's Day. Big ups. Big ups to every father out there that was able to spend Father's Day at home with their loved ones, their children. All right. I caught a little bit of Father's Day. I didn't leave till Sunday, 6 p.m. All right. So I was able to catch Father's Day a little bit with my family, my children, which was good. I didn't catch the whole day, but I did catch some. All right. So some is better than none. Let's talk about what happened Monday as I was in Chicago because I had to take one of my trucks up to Chicago for my new driver that is currently in it right now because he was catching a flight into Chicago Monday and I had to take the truck from Charlotte, drive it all the way to Chicago. Let me tell you, that was a rough ride. All right. That was a rough drive. Okay. I ain't a young Thundercat no more. And I tried to young Thundercat it. Okay. Well, I did young Thundercat it. I drove all the way from Charlotte to Chicago. Straight shot. Bang. 700 and something odd miles, 12 hours, 13 hours, whatever. It was rough. All right. Like it showed me like, yo, you ain't a young Thundercat no more. Okay. You're not a young Thundercat no more. I needed me a break. I did. I ain't gonna lie. And I was just taking the trailer and the tractor and trailer up there. No commodity, no nothing. So I wasn't for hire, if you will. Okay. Some of you guys will understand that. Some of you guys, if you're new around here, what do you mean you're not for hire? Understand. We'll talk about that on another day, another time about for hire and not for hire. But so I ran it all the way up there and I was exhausted when I got there Monday. Granted that on Monday, I still had to do paperwork, still had some things that I need to get done to the truck and get it ready for the new driver. I had to still get the detailing done to it, which they got done. I got it done that morning, Monday morning. I had to get some specs on the truck changed for the new driver. Got that done. And then I came to find out later on that on Monday, for those of y'all that are up there in that Chicago area, what was it? Sunday night, overnight Sunday, into early Monday morning, y'all had tornadoes and some treacherous rain that was up there that happened. Well, when I slid through Chicago, it was probably about 5, 6 in the morning. I missed it all. I drove through. I didn't even notice that tornadoes had touched down in Chicago, that they had flooding going on and things of this nature. It looked like a regular day in Chicago to me. Okay. I didn't find out until the carrier that I'm leased onto, the GM. He was like, yeah, did you catch any of the tornadoes or any of the bad weather that was up here in Chicago? I was like, didn't see it. I don't know if it was because I was so exhausted and tired. Did I drive through the tornado and didn't even realize because I was exhausted? I didn't even notice. Okay, didn't even notice. But I heard that there was bad weather up there. I didn't see any. Okay, so I can't say that I endured that. But from the news reports and things of that nature, yeah, they got hit pretty heavy with some severe storms up there Sunday night into Monday morning, early Monday morning. But nevertheless, so I get up there and I make the biggest mistake ever when it's time for me to leave. So I'm so ready to leave. My flight, I'm thinking, is leaving at 2 o'clock Eastern or Central Time. It was in Chicago. Thinking my flight is leaving at 2 o'clock or 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm going to the little kiosk and I'm typing in my key code or whatever the code is on the phone. And as I'm typing in, it keeps going kicking back like, hey, this is not valid. I'm like, what you mean it's not valid? Yo, I know I'm tired, but machine stop playing me because I'll body slam you right here in this airport. And I was at O'Hare. So I said O'Hare. I was like, I'll slam this damn machine right now, like WWE style, top roping it. Elbow drop, all of that. Rock bottom. I was ready, Stone Cold. I was ready to do all of that to the machine, right? As if it was a person. Because it's like, yo, you telling me my flight, I'm sitting here, it's 12:40. Going through TSA is ridiculous. It looks like the line is wrapped around the universe. And I'm like, you're not printing me no ticket. So I go and look on my email and I'm like, okay, 21st. This is the 21st. Why is it not printing my ticket? And I'll be damn, y'all. I'll be damn. I paid for a ticket for July 21st.
I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
Bro, even I got to hit myself with it, right? I got to hit myself with it. I'm sitting here mad, talking to the machine, people around me looking like, is this dude, this could be a terrorist act. He does have the beard. I mean, he does look, Arabic a little bit, because at that time I had my hair out. So I was looking, Arabic as hell. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm looking and it says July 21st. I'm so pissed. Like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I'm like, all right, listen, I got to get out of here, bro. I got to get out of here. I'm looking on the app. I'm like, listen, all right, what is the flight leaving here now? Today. I need today. What is? Yes, sir. For you to leave today, we got one going for $1,200. To get me to Charlotte, $1,200. I was paying $250 sitting first class on this one that I have booked, and now you want to charge me $1,200 to sit first class. I'm sitting there looking at the machine like, who you talking to? Who are you talking to, bro? I will body slam you right here. How I go from $250 to $1,250, $1,200 to catch the same smoke, the same flight? Crazy shit. Needless to say, I found one a little bit cheaper, first class as well, because you know how I do. I like the first class. I can't deal with the little economy seats and all that other stuff. That's for y'all. Y'all can do all that. But a cat like me, I like to have a little bit more leg room. I like to be, when the plane land, I can just get the hell off, right? I can get the hell off. I ain't got to sit there and wait for everybody to pull 80,000 bags from the compartment, and then it's a long line. All right, I'm first class daddy. That's what you can call low. First class daddy. I like to fly first class. All right. So I found the first class one that was leaving out 2 hours later, and it would get me home about 7:30. All right, no problem. $500. All right, cool, no problem. I can swing that. Let's go. I done lost this 251. This one's out the door, out the drain. I can't get my money back for it, all right, because I didn't sign the protection, right? Protection with a collection. What an idiot. Go figure. I didn't get the protection on the flight, so I lose out on that 250. All right, I'm probably not going to be in Chicago July 21st just to fly back. Let's just so ironically, I just hop a plane from here, go to Chicago, and then just hop on one and come right back, right? And maybe that would make sense because then I got my money's worth. It doesn't make sense. So I'm probably going to lose out on my money on that. But here's the deal. So flight is at 4:00, departing at 4:20. I'm at the airport 3 hours early at this point, right? So I go get me a good bite to eat. Okay, I head down. I want to say it's K or either H, wherever it was at. Oh, by the way, the airline that I was flying was American Airlines. Now, I've flown American Airlines before. I can't stand American Airlines. I think they're trash garbage. It's an uncomfortable flight for me. I'm a Delta type of guy. I do like Delta Airlines, okay? I got a little stock in Delta. That might be a reason why. But needless to say, I chose American this swing around. We get on the plane. The plane is about to back out. The plane gets out there to the runway, ready to take off, and he takes off, and we do a 360 around Chicago, nice little tour site, and we're coming back for emergency landing. Wait, what? Emergency landing. Wait, we got to make an emergency landing. We're heading back to Chicago O'Hare Airport. We are having technical difficulties, and our navigation system is just not working. Okay. So we come back, we land back. Boom. They pull us over to the gate. Back in the gate again. All right, we got to get a new navigation system. They put a new navigation system in there. All right, it takes about an hour and a half. People are getting off the freaking plane because they're scared shitless, right? Rightfully so. They probably should be scared to death. Navigation ain't working. We just made an emergency landing, and I'll take my chances and stay in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, not me. I wanted to get home. So I stayed on the plane, my first class flight. You know what I'm saying? My first class seat. It ain't nothing to a baller, baby. So as I'm sitting there, they're waiting, and the captain keeps on coming on the intercom, wanting to give updates. And I'm just sitting here like, Captain, shut up, bro. Like, you're making this worse. Okay. We understand, you know, it's not your fault. It's the mechanics, you know, it's mechanics of planes. They're going to get this done. Bada bing, bada bing. Bada boom. But he keeps coming on every 10 minutes asking, hey, can we bring hors d'oeuvres by water? Anybody, just be calm. This is unexpected. It's going to, you know, we didn't expect it to be this long. Then he's come back. So, okay, after each time they did something to the plane, all right, they put the screw in. All right, guys, we're waiting for him to hook up the module. All right, comes back 10 minutes later. They hooked up the module, guys. All right, we're waiting for the power to come back on. I'll be back on. All right, guys, he's actually on the plane right now testing it, guys. We should be leaving in a minute. All right, guys, we are good to go. And like, Jesus, man, Jesus, half the plane done already evacuated. Right? They're like, yo, nah, bro. This sounds like some Final Destination-ish, right? They're like, nah. We ain't living deja vu on this. So then we finally back out, right? Plane take off. Everything is good to go. 2 hours later. All right. So when I was originally supposed to be in Charlotte at 7:30, now it's pushed back to about 9:30. All right. We land in Charlotte. We get to Charlotte, and the captain comes on the thing. We're in Charlotte. We're supposed to be in gate 9 or gate 16, but there's a plane there. So just a few more minutes of delay, ladies and gentlemen. So as we're sitting there, he said, oh, this should take about 2 minutes. We sat out there on the tarmac or whatever you want to call it for an additional 30 minutes. Waiting for this to open up. An additional 30 minutes waiting for it to open up. Okay. We finally pull up to the thing, and when we're pulling up, they won't move the plane forward because people are standing. People are irritated. People have missed their connecting flights, right? So people are irritably pissed. Then the captain has the nerve to say, thank you for flying American Airlines. And for those that are connecting to other flights, good luck. We don't know what to tell you. Like, yo, what kind of customer service is this, American Airlines? The captain says, if you guys are connecting to other flights and you have missed it or are not going to make it, we don't know what to tell you. By the way, Make sure that you leave a good comment. And thank you for flying American Airlines. Your worst airline in the United States. Thank you. I'm glad that mine was not a connecting flight because I probably would have been highly pissed. So as I'm getting off the flight and I'm walking through the terminal, it's like a gajillion people it looks like a concert is being put on. I thought Beyonce was maybe in layover too, and she was putting a concert on. It was so many people in the airport, in the American airline area of the airport that were all layovers. Like, so this is a thing for American Airlines, right? This is a thing for American Airlines. They in there holding concerts. People from out of town, they come here, and in the airport, it's Bojangles. Okay, if you ain't never had Bojangles before, hey, maybe it is a famous thing for you to get yourself a chicken and biscuit. I mean, their slogan is famous chicken and biscuit. But for those that live in Charlotte, it's just like KFC. Okay, it's nothing special about Bojangles. There's one on each corner here in Charlotte. But for people that have never been to Charlotte, there was a line, literally wrapped all the way down to TSA for people wanting to eat Bojangles. I'm like, are y'all kidding me? Over the tender and fries, the seasoned fries? I wouldn't be standing in no 2.5, 3 hour line for no damn Bojangles. I'm not going to do it. Okay, not going to do it. But in note to all of this, right? The whole 19 minutes that I've been sitting here talking to you guys about this, or I should say 15, because we have a 5-minute intro. 15 minutes is not to fly American Airlines. They're trash. American Airlines is garbage, and avoid American Airlines. Okay, this is why their stock is probably trash too. You know, it tends to be that people's stocks are trash because they're trash. Okay, I'm just saying. No wonder why they're like the hell. Spirit is probably doing better than them, and Spirit has lawn chairs as their form of seating. Okay, literally lawn chairs that you have in your backyard. That's what they put on Spirit. Okay, and on Frontier. If you ain't ever rolled none of those, if you ever rolled one, on Spirit and Frontier, they're long chairs. Okay. Like literally in your backyard barbecue. That's what's on those flights. That's why the flights be ranging for like $50. Okay. Cause you're going to sit in a long chair. It's not going to be comfortable, but hey, they're going to get you there one way or another, somehow, maybe. Anyway, once again, thank y'all for being here, man. That's the type of weekend that I had. It was crazy. Crazy. So yeah, for those that are still here, I appreciate it. Listen, quick announcement. Want to say this. I did just see a super chat come up here. Let me go ahead and read this because this does correlate to what I'm about to say. This came through from Soft Step Vlogs. Gave me that Canadian $5. Appreciate it, man. He says, hey, bro, thanks for your continual education in this trucking industry. You helping a lot of people, including myself. What's up with the likes, bro? Hey, we're going to talk about that real quickly because we do have a new theme song for if people don't want to get the engagement together on my channel. Okay. That's what this channel is about. You are going to engage. Okay. Or interact. However you want to put it. I don't care how you want to put it, you're going to interact with this channel, right? So if my likes are not at 50% of the current viewership, which we're at 127 people right now, one of my moderators, somebody let me know how many likes we got. That means right now we should currently 50% would be at almost 62. Okay. If I do not have 62 likes right now, we are going to pause the show. And this is going to be a dandy show today because not only am I going to teach you guys an investment tool with tax money, you guys will find that out here today. But we're also going to talk to you guys about another situation dealing with a PPP fraud situation. The show is going to be great. It's going to be a great 2 hours. And in the second hour of the show, you guys get to call in and chime in on your thoughts. My man Craig says we are at 46 right now. So until we get to 62 likes, I think we are going to take a nice little pause. I hope that you guys enjoy the beautiful bean footage music that I'm about to play for y'all. Because hey, I wouldn't have to play this if these likes would get to where they're supposed to be at. And since they're not, play that beautiful bean footage low. Perfect. Y'all have gotten there. Thank y'all so much. See, we don't have to do that. But there is somebody I'm going to address you. I'm going to address you because I seen your comment. Oh, I'm going to address you and we're going to bring you to the forefront. And it's about to be joke time. Gentleman right here, okay, says, you want people to watch you and you're not even Kevin Samuels. Please stop it. Here's the deal, my man. Okay. Here's the deal. It's my show. I run my show how the hell I want to. If I choose to take a part from Kevin Samuels that is, I think, genius, I will do so. If you don't like it, you can see your ass out of here. Because last time I checked, this is called the Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. Not your name. I know that your name here now is Hardison. We just made you famous, right? We just made you famous, but nobody watches you. So don't come in telling me about your ideology to how my show should be ran and what it is. If you don't like it, get the fuck out. I probably just lost monetization right there, but that's how I really truly feel. All right. And if anybody else that's in the crowd doesn't like how I operate or how I do, please do see yourself to the door. Because if you don't see yourself to the door, don't worry. One of my moderators will definitely make sure that they rudely throw you out and you will never be able to comment again. So don't come in telling me how to run my channel, what to say on my channel, and what to do on my channel. Because this is, once again, let me tell you, in case you clicked on the wrong video, you thought it might have been your personal channel. No, you clicked on Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. And I run the show and I do what the hell I want to do. And nobody's going to stop me. So if I feel like stealing a snippet from Kevin Samuels, who is a brilliant genius man, I will do so. You don't like it? Get the fuck out. Period. There's your time of fame. Maybe Kevin Samuels uses this too.
I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
You found the right one today. Okay. You found the right one today. I'm just saying. All right. And thank you to each and every one of y'all for hitting those like buttons. I appreciate it. For getting the interaction up. Okay. Getting the interaction up. Kevin Samuels, our shooter, in case you were wondering what he was saying. This is, once again, the Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. And yeah, I think that idea from Kevin Samuels of playing some not suitable music to get likes up, I think it's a fantastic idea. I do. Don't care how the dude feels about it. We don't care. All right, so let's carry on now that you guys have gotten this up. The best thing that I saw this weekend, and I want to share this with you guys, what I got from my children for Father's Day, was this picture right here. Yeah, my kids got me an awesome array of lotions and also body washes from Bath and Body. This particularly came from my daughter, Deasia. Shout out to my daughter, Deasia. Okay. She want Pops to smell good out here in these streets, and I appreciate her for that. My other children did get me some stuff as well. My other daughter got me Takis, which is my favorite. Well, it's like the Dorito Takis. Okay, that's my favorite chip. I love them. So she got me those. I think she got me 6 pair of boxes. Okay. Daddy need them boxes. So she got Pops 6 pair of boxes. That's big. And she also got me one of my favorite drinks, which is Snapple Apple. So shout out to my daughter, Destiny. Yeah. Appreciate that. And she also got me a $25 gift card to Cheesecake Factory. So y'all know I'm going to use that on some cheesecake. Favorite cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory will definitely be that of Red Velvet. Okay. And my son, Christian, got me, I don't think you guys can and it's over there. But he got me a LSU calendar where I could rip the sheets off. Right. And it's pretty dope because on these have like little trivia. So it says the trivia for tomorrow, which I peeled off today's already. But the trivia for tomorrow is, what year did LSU baseball player Ed Furnace have his number 36 jersey retired by the school? Anybody know? 2016. 2016. So my son also got me a desk calendar, LSU desk calendar. I needed a new one. So yeah, thank you, children. All right, thank you. Thank you. And to each and every father out there that did receive something for Father's Day, hey, we winning, man. We winning. All right. Hope each and every one of y'all told your father, thank you for being in your life. If they wasn't in your life, thank you for giving birth, or not giving birth, but providing you with life, because it takes two to make a child. So it just wasn't all mom dukes. Okay. Just all wasn't mom dukes, but yeah. All right. So that was a beautiful thing. Something else this weekend that I saw that was dope. Okay. This is what I saw dope over the weekend session. I saw this. All right. It was on Instagram. And as you guys can see here, I'll read it to you just in case you guys are driving in and listening to this as such as a podcast. It is Elon Musk. And I quote what is said here. It says, "I'm not an entrepreneur because I love money. I'm an entrepreneur because I love being able to cancel all my plans to spend the day with my sons." That's big. I tell y'all all the time, the purpose of being an entrepreneur, right, and creating your own businesses is to buy your time back, right? So you work hard to become an entrepreneur or to get to that level. And the sole purpose of entrepreneurship is to buy your time back, spend time with loved ones, spend time with family, children, if you have them. That is the whole sole purpose of being an entrepreneur, is your time, right? So something I saw that was dope this weekend, and I want to bring that to y'all attention. Anytime I see something dope, I'm gonna bring it. So each day that I have a podcast, I'm at least gonna pull something up that is dope that I seen for the day. All right, dope that I seen for the day. And then I have a video that was dope for the weekend. Okay, seen this, very inspirational, and I want to get this to y'all. And then we're going to get into this fraudulent thing. Okay, and then we're going to open the phone lines up, and we will talk real quick. I'll give you guys an idea on something to do with your tax money. But let's take a look at this clip.
I was more like, it's cool to come over your house, but I need a house like this. Yeah. It's cool to ride on your yacht, but I need a yacht like this. Yeah. It's cool to ride on your jet, but I want a jet like this. Righteous. And I said, no, I don't want to ride on yours. You show me how to get it. You can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get it. Because once they show me how to get it, then I can install it in my children. Then it trickles down.
It's a bloodline thing.
Yes. So it's about wealth. You know, right. I'm no longer rich, I'm wealthy.
Whew. Jesus. Floyd Mayweather right there. I don't know if y'all caught the whole thing. I try to get as much as I can, but basically what he was saying in that is that he has a lot of rich friends, right? So he's saying that with his rich friends that he wants them to show him how to get it, right? He doesn't want them to hand it to him. He wants them to show him how to get it. You know what I mean? Because his true belief is, you show me how to get it, then I could pass it down to my children. This is the true definition of generational wealth. All right. He also went on to say that, you know, you can't be my friend if you can't show me how to get to it as well. Right. And that's deep. That thing was deep. Okay. He also put in there basically saying that, you know, how his mindset works is what I'm trying to say, how his mindset works. So I thought that was very, very dope. And he says that he's no longer rich, he's wealthy. And I talk to you guys about this all the time, that there's a difference in rich people and wealthy people. Rich people are lucky people who just got lucky and struck, you know, ran across some money. Wealthy people are those that have generational wealth, that have generational money through years and years and years and generations that are to come. Okay. Rich people, their children typically aren't going to be rich after when they get older. Typically, wealthy people, children are going to be wealthy when they get older because one, the wealthy family is going to teach their children to continue generational wealth, to continue wealth. Rich people ain't going to do nothing but buy a whole bunch of materialistic shit. And then when their children get older, they don't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw out of. Right. So that video was dope. I mean, I'll play it a little bit later on in the second hour of the show in case you missed it. I will play that clip again because I think it speaks volumes. Okay. And if you didn't catch it, don't worry, stick around. You'll learn a little bit of something in life. All right. All right. What are we talking about today? Let's pull it up. If I ain't told y'all once, I done told you twice. If I ain't told you twice, I done told you 3 times. All right. Couple indicted. Georgia couple accused of using fake trucking companies to get $365K in PPP loans. Let's play it. I mean, we got to play it. I mean, we can't let it slide.
I'm a clown.
We can't. Nope.
I'm a clown.
Nah.
I'm a clown.
We ain't letting it slide, man. We ain't letting it slide. Mr. and Mrs. Porch decided that they were going to rid the government, SBA, of $365K. Well, guess what? It caught up to him. Caught up to him in the worst way. I'm going to read this article to y'all. Let go. This is coming out of Columbus, Georgia. Good old state of Georgia. This article is being brought to you guys by Transportation Nation Network. I want to say it's Transportation Nation Network. No, it's transportationnation.com if you want to read about the story as well. I am going to read it verbatim for you guys. Transportation Nation is definitely a source of trucking information that I rely on. And I think that they give it out pretty good. So this story was written June 22nd, 2021. And let me bring it a little closer to me so I can read it to you guys. Columbus, Georgia. A Georgia couple faces decades in prison after recently being indicted in a plot to use fake trucking companies in order to secure more than $360,000 in federal loans. According to the U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, Curtis Porch, 48, and Doreen Porch, 43, both of Columbus, Georgia, were indicted earlier this month on charges of wire fraud and theft of government property related to the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, which is the CARES Act, in case you guys didn't know. All right. The 4-count indictment against the couple alleges the defendants submitted multiple fraudulent loan applications to the Small Business Administration, SBA, in June and July of 2020, seeking CARES Act money for 3 shell companies, FNP Trucking, Porch to Porch Transportation, LLC, and Buckner Transportation that suffered no losses as a result of harm related to the COVID-19 pandemic. For example, prosecutors said Curtis Porch falsely stated on one loan application that Buckner Transportation had gross revenues of $268,000 for the previous year, when in fact the company had no employees actively engaged in any actual trucking activities, no revenues, and no apparent assets. Further, court documents assessed each of the trucking companies seeking federal assistance either did not exist, did not conduct business, or only existed on paper at the time the loan applications were submitted. The couple allegedly received a total of $364,200 from the SBA. Both Curtis and Doreen Porch entered not guilty pleas in the case. If convicted, they face a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine for wire theft and a maximum penalty of 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine for theft of government property. People. We talked about this probably 2 weeks ago when the other gentleman got popped for 300 and what was it? Maybe almost $250,000, right? For saying they needed PPP loans for these trucking companies, these fraudulent companies that people are creating to get money. I tried to tell y'all 2 weeks ago. I tried to tell y'all a month ago. I tried to tell y'all a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. All of y'all that took those PPP loans, if you do not have proper, and I do mean proper, paperwork backing you up, receipts showing what you have utilized that money for, when they come to audit, because people are believing that the SBA won't audit, anything that is tied to the government and is government funding can be audited. Okay, especially when it comes to money, it can be audited. Okay, and let me tell you something. If you got a chunk of that, do not be surprised if you do get audited, and they want to see receipts of how you dispense this money or distribute this money, if you will. And if you cannot show that you followed A through Z on their guidelines, your ass is going to be right beside these same Mr. and Mrs. Porch. Because once again, like I said before, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it a third time. Y'all thought it was money raining from the sky. Y'all thought the money was coming down from Jesus and that there wasn't going to be any consequences or repercussions. And one by one, even if it takes them 10 years to snipe each person that did not adequately use the money properly, then that's what they're going to do. You talking about the government. They ain't got nothing but time. You don't. When you're dead and gone, the government's still going to be here. I don't know if you knew that. Newsflash. Hello,
motherfucker.
Okay, they still going to be here. The government ain't going nowhere. So I keep trying to tell you guys this. Stop playing with these people money. Y'all should have never played with it in the first place. I don't believe that a lot of trucking companies needed it. I spoke about this. Reason why? Rates was up. Freight need to be moved. Shippers, receivers need to move freight. Grocery stores need to be filled because we're in a pandemic. People are panicking. Main thing of a pandemic, panicking. So people was buying stuff left and right. Who had to bring that to the grocery stores? Who had to bring all that stuff? Truck drivers. All right. And rates warranted it, right? So rates was all there. But these same individuals who thought that they was going to become millionaires and have this type of good money. And listen, the government don't give a damn if you only borrowed $20. Okay? If you misuse that money, it is a federal offense. They don't care. They'll block. They've put people away in jail for less. Okay? People have gone to jail for stealing a Snickers bar. But you think that you're going to be able to slide by stealing the government's money? I told y'all before, they put this money out here to capture the crooks. That's what the PPP was for. It was to capture the scammers, the frauds, the crooks of this world. And guess who bid on it? Most of the scammers, the frauds, and the crooks bid on it. Now, if you receive the PPP and you haven't done anything with it, okay, I would still say that you probably still got time to do the right thing. Just make sure you read over the proper guidelines on how you're supposed to distribute that money, because they are going to audit. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. They could come and audit you 5 years, 7 years from now about a PPP loan, and you're going to look up and say, man, that was back in 2020, 2021 when the coronavirus was out. It's 2027. Y'all still asking about it? You're damn right. Because they the government. And the government always strike when you least expect it. They do. They pull up with the paddy wagon, ready to pick you up. You out at the barbecue, having a great time with the family. Y'all eating steaks, ribs. It's the little baby birthday. They pulling up ATF, alphabet boys, locking you up. Ain't no questions asked. Ain't none. They don't care about baby Buki. They don't care about none of that. Because you decided to be ignorant to the law of the land, meaning the government. That's your fault. Now you get to go sit beside Big Shirley, Kevin Samuels, right? That's another Kevin. I guess I should stop, right? Because somebody gonna get mad and say, you're trying to be like Kevin Samuels. I don't talk about relationship stuff, dog. I can't be Kevin Samuels. I don't talk about relationship stuff. I talk about investments and trucking things. So I can't be the same. But you're gonna end up next to Big Shirley. And you're gonna be wondering, how did I get myself in this situation? Simple, you ignorant. You're ignorant. That's it. Okay? You sold your soul for the fucking jelly roll. That's how that happened. Okay? You sold your soul for the jelly roll. How do you sell your soul for the jelly roll? You accept money that typically doesn't make sense at the time, right? That's how you sell your soul. Sell your soul to the devil. This money that was given out was nothing but pure devilish, right? And the sad part about it is most people that didn't need it took advantage of it, and the ones that needed it couldn't get it because too many people that didn't need it went for it, and left those that seriously needed it where they couldn't get the money to stay afloat. It's a damn shame. All of these crooks got the money, and you're hearing astronomical numbers that they're getting. $250,000, $500,000, some of them $1 million. Then what you hear about them going and doing, buying cars, buying houses, buying stock. You think you're gonna be able to slide with a PPP loan buying stock? I know, like I told y'all the other day, some of y'all bought Dogecoin with y'all PPP. Good luck. And by the way, how's that working out for y'all? Last time I checked, is at 21 cent, 22 cent. Not Doge, not the one that was up at 73. They was supposed to be going to the moon, huh? I guess that rocket, like, bye-bye. Y'all gotta be smarter, man. Some of y'all don't see the trap. I see the trap. I try to bring you guys information to not fall into the trap. Now it's on you if you decide to pay attention. As my man Sage say, either you pay attention or you will pay for attention. In this case, you will be paying for attention because you will be spending some years of your life and plus penalties and money for that attention that they gave you, okay? Stupid. Let me see if I got that soundbite. I know I have it somewhere, okay? Dum 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 dum. Stupid. Where is it? I got it because Sage sent it to me. Where is it? Here we go. This what they on. Dum 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 dum. Stupid. Dum 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 dum. Stupid. Crazy. But hey, some of y'all like to just play with the government, and they gonna play with you too. You just ain't gonna like the way they play. They gonna play, okay? You ain't gonna like the way they playing because they gonna walk in and tell you this. Hey,
No. If you
we ain't gonna do all that. If you ain't talking money, I don't want to talk. Okay. I wish I could find my other clip. I had another one I wanted to play where it was baby. He was like, ain't gonna be no more talking. Ain't no more talking. Anyway, I'm done looking for that sound clip. But yeah. So that's the story for today. on that. I want to tell you guys that. Now let's move on along. Can I get a like bomb real quick? Like bomb. Get the likes up, dog. I ain't trying to play the song for y'all, man. Just do me a solid, okay? I gotta see him bag, y'all. I gotta hit one of these numbers on y'all. Y'all want me to bring content every single day, bring y'all something informative, bring y'all some investments, something educational. Hit the like button for me. I mean, because listen, I got plenty of shit to do, right? I got plenty of stuff I could do. I could go and do a sports podcast where I probably would get a lot of people intrigued with that because I could talk about sports all day. But yet I'm sitting here talking to y'all, trying to do a trucking podcast show for y'all to inform y'all, keep y'all enlightened, keep y'all educated, keep y'all getting money. And if I can't get y'all interaction to where y'all are hitting the like button, then I can take my talents to South Beach like LeBron. Okay, I could take my talents elsewhere. I really could. I could switch the whole backdrop. You don't believe me? Watch this. Okay, yeah, because they think it's a game. Oh, yeah. Let me show you something. I could easily throw it up. What you talk about, Willis? Okay, what you talking about? I could easily take it over to a sports channel. Yeah, I could. All right, and be talking about all that. I could easily take it over there and be talking about this. Money in the backdrop. Okay, I could easily do that. But I'm instead, I could use this one. Go over there and talk to my y'all see my shirt on. Go over there and get an LSU podcast going and catch a gajillion people watching it. Okay? But instead, I'm doing this. I'm here with y'all. 2 trucks in the back. Talking to y'all. These are the I am vast in different things. And I can go to different things. But I decide to bring my talents here to you guys to educate y'all. And the only thing I ask y'all to do, because I ain't even really telling y'all to hit super chats. All right. To me, my super chats is like this. One is if you got a comment or a question that you want me to answer, you pay a super chat. That's how you get my attention. How many people have been scrolling on here right now, leaving comments? I'm not paying no attention to them. Right. Except for that one gentleman that had something stupid to say. That's because you come around here, we're going to make you a lesson. All right, we're going to make you a lesson. Don't be the idiot who becomes a lesson. But other than that, how many other comments? I'm not even reading comments. So if you want your comment, and except for the other super chat I got, when I see that, I pull it in and I bring it to the screen, give you your thank you and all that. That's how you get my attention. That's how you get a question, if you have, answered immediately. If it's something that you need an immediate answer from or an opinion from Loshawn, hit the super chat. Okay. If you can't hit the super chat, then let me pull my other banner up here. I typically don't do this that much, but this is another way that you can support the channel. You can donate to the channel on my Cash App, $ Loshawn Parks. All right. That's another way you can show support. All right. But once again, I do not have to do trucking. I can go to 3 different markets and crush. Trust me, when it comes to sports bet, I can go over there and crush. When it comes to talking about sports and analyzing sports, I could crush. But I'm here with y'all. So show your man a little bit of love. All right? A little bit. That's it. Help me grow. Because if I grow, we grow together. That means that the show gets better. That means it reaches more people. That means we get more possible sponsorship deals. When I get sponsorship deals, I can bring like little games to y'all. Put some money in y'all pockets. Say, listen, let's run a little question of the day. First person to get this right, X amount of dollars goes to your Cash App, or we'll send it to you. But you got to support this channel and help me get it out there so that I can bring more of this stuff to you guys. It eats me up, man. This podcast could go far as hell. Y'all know that, right? Me and Sage trying to do one together. That shit can go really far too. All right. We're talking about almost to the point of, did I lose my connection? Hold on. Okay, my internet's still there. We're talking about almost to the point of getting XM radio involved. But we need y'all help. You got to like it. You got to share it. You got to subscribe. You got to leave comments. You got to enjoy the content. And that takes y'all help. So each like that y'all give me, I appreciate that. It go a long way. It truly do. And it's what keeps the show going. All right. Before we get ready to open the lines up for y'all to call in, tell me, we could talk about what we've talked about today. So we've talked about American Airlines being trash. We've also talked about the PPP. All right. Next thing I'm about to put on y'all brain is something to do with y'all tax money. All right. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a financial expert. I'm only about to tell you guys something that I think would do you justice. It's up to you if you choose to take it and run with it and do something with it. If you don't, bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Shooter, I appreciate that, man. Super chat from my man Shooter, showing y'all the example, leading the way, all the way. Soldier. Shooter Brown sent me $4.99 super chat. He says, how much does it really cost to get your MC numbers and insurance and all that? I'm tired of the lease game. BS. Good question, Shooter. Good question. All right. So first things first, MC number doesn't cost you anything but $300. Okay. The MC number isn't hard to gain. $300, you're in the game with an MC number. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's end all be all. That's just the first step. Now, you still need to get UCR. Okay. You still got to get IFTA. You still got to get plates. You still got to get insurance. So you still got some major steps along the way that you have to get done. All right. Insurance is going to be probably your biggest expense starting up. Okay. Because depending on how many accidents you have, how long you've been driving, things of this nature is going to determine how much your insurance is going to run you. All right. It could come back and tell you, and it all depends on what you're trying to cover, the value of your truck that you're trying to cover. If it's a brand new truck, of course, you know it's going to be higher because you got to have physical damage, bobtail, all this other stuff, liability. All right. So it's probably going to be a little bit more unless you got like a used truck, older truck, and you paid it off cash, and it may be only worth $20,000. Of course, insurance ain't going to be that high on that because the value of the truck is not that high. All right. So if you have a newer truck, the newer or the more expensive the truck is, the more that your insurance is going to be. So they're going to want anywhere from 10 to 15% down payment on your insurance. So if they come and quote you $17,000 to $20,000, let's just say $20,000 because it's an easier number. Let's say they quote you $20,000 and they want 10% down. All right. So they're going to want $2,000 down for your insurance. And then each month for your premium is going to be broken down. All right. So that's how that would go. Your plates is all going to depend on what state you're in. Each state's plates is a little bit different. Some states' plates are a little bit cheaper, but you know, that's going to be based around. And to be honest with you, I'll probably, if you're looking to get in business, maybe, and I know I've heard they've been cracking down on this. So you got to be real particular when you're doing this, is to try to find a state that has cheap plates and that has cheap insurance coverage for that state, meaning like it's not a high liability state for theft. All right. But if you can find one, I heard that Mississippi is a good one. I heard that Wyoming is a good one. I heard that Vegas is actually, Nevada is a good one too. But what you want to do is that's where you want to put your MC at, your virtual office, your plates, your insurance, everything out there, because it's going to save you money, you know, hand over fist. All right. Your MC number doesn't technically have to be where you live, but I hear that they're cracking down on that. So don't quote me on that. I would just definitely do some more further research on that. But you also, I see Law in here, he say ELDs and stuff like that too. So I would say the roundabout figure that you probably should have ready to go to start up an authority, the roundabout, and this is give or take. All right. I probably, just for authority, starting up authority, I probably would have somewhere around $7,000. And some people may tell me $7,000. Hell no, that's 300 for that. The place this, that, place that. My figure to start up an authority, I would want to have $7,000 already ready to rock. And that's just for the authority. That ain't for the truck note. That ain't for the truck payment. That ain't for buying a truck or any of that. I would just say $7,000 ready to rock on an authority if that's what you plan to do. That's my opinion. All right. I see that Law says Progressive wants $4,000 down. There's other options out there. All right. Progressive ain't the only one. They got other one. They got Canal. I seen another one called 3 Insurance or something like that. They also, so there's different options out there. There's different options outside of just Progressive. It is up to you to, and a good thing to do, right? So here we go. We teaching now, so no problem. I was trying to open the calls, but this is what I do for my super chats. You feel me? You ask me something, you pay me, I'm gonna answer it for you. But when it comes to insurance, it's the best bet probably to do is try to find yourself a broker, an insurance broker who can search multiple places for insurance, because what you're looking for is A rating insurance, right? So find a broker who can get you quotes on different insurance companies that can offer you instead of just going to one. All right. An insurance broker is probably going to be your best bet. And you can find an insurance broker in your local area that deals with commercial trucking, or you can Google one. So those would be the options. That's how low would do it. Okay. I'm paying for insurance right now. I got Progressive my damn self on my trucks too. So I know a little bit about that, but thank you, Shooter, so much, man, for that. I appreciate that. So that's how you get low to answer questions. You get my attention. You send a super chat and I bring your question to the forefront and it gets answered. Okay. Because everybody else is that's down there chatting and commenting. That's for the chat. It's for the comment section. That don't catch my attention. All right. Super chat will catch my attention. Or if you're appreciative of the information that I put out on this channel, then you can donate to my Cash App. Now, my Cash App, when I'm running my podcast, I don't look at that. All right. I look at that afterwards, and then probably the following day, I will give thanks or praises to people who send me Cash App. But if you want something answered by me, the best thing to do, or you want me to read your comment because your comment is important, make sure you slide a super chat through, so then I can get to it. If you don't slide a super chat through, I can't get to it. All right. I'm not paying attention that much to the chat at all. All right. My moderators is in there. My moderators already know what to do when they step in. Period. All right. All right. So let me get to this part real quick, because I'm about to take away some of y'all time from the call-in portion. But I was telling my man Smitty earlier today. Shout out to my man Smitty. Shout out to you, Smitty. I see you in the building. I told Smitty that I was going to drop a jewel today in the show to help some people out with what to do with some of the tax money. And no, I'm not trying to tell you, and this has nothing to do with evading IRS or not paying your taxes at all. I always encourage you to pay your taxes. Okay. Pay the man, pay IRS. This is what it is. Do we like it? No, we don't. But do we have to do it? Yes, we do. All right. It is our American, somewhere along the Constitution, right? I don't know. In the amendments, it is written. They say it's written somewhere. I ain't never seen it. I kind of looked on it. But anyway, per the United States, we have to pay taxes, right? So my thing has always been this. I am a firm believer in making your money work for you. Okay. How can I make this $1 make me $2? How can I make this $2 make me $3.50? Okay. Granted, I know that I have to pay IRS, so I'm going to create myself. Some of y'all, and I'm gonna tell y'all the ideology of thinking of how some of y'all think. Y'all are going to go and create a savings account. So then if you're on a 1099 gig, all right, and you're a lease operator and you have to pay your taxes at the end of the year on the 1099, what y'all will do is some of y'all will do the right thing, like a Spike Lee joint, and y'all will pull out your taxes each week and slide it over to a savings account and let it just sit there until the end of the year. Then you pay it, right? Then you got some folks that will pay it each quarter. That's your discretion. If you want to pay each quarter, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I just tell you, I'm not a quarterly person. Okay. I'm not a quarterly person. I don't like estimates. Estimates means that you're guessing. You don't technically know because I haven't showed all of my write-offs. So you're estimating. And then when I pay too much into it, then you want to cut me a refund. Me personally, not interested. Me personally, I'm more of the type where it's at the end of the year, we figure out after my deductions what I actually made, what you actually tax me on, what I need to actually pay. That's the type of individual I am. Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's how you got to be. Okay. You can pay your quarterly. I'm not telling you that you're wrong. I'm not telling you that you're right. Okay. Just tell you your choice. All right. You got options. But here's an option for you guys that is a serious non-joke. I talk about these all the time. And the thing that I talk about all the time is, hold on. How many likes I got? I was about to tell them all the shit. Oh, Lord, it's getting juicy. He was about to drop the... How many likes I got, though, dog? How many likes I got, though, dog? Because this right here, what I'm about to tell y'all is about to make y'all some money. Oh, this is a money move right here. I'm about to tell y'all. Right? And this is something that you're going to make money on top of your IRS money that you're going to be paying out at the end of the year, right? 112, Freddie? 111, Phil says. How many of y'all think I could actually still pull? I see I got 112 right here watching, but that's not indicative to if there are new people that's walking in here that hasn't hit the like button yet. Let me see. Can y'all give me 120? Give me 120 on the like button. 120 on the like button. I ain't asking for much. I think that's about 8 people. I think it's 8 new people that probably done walked in here that ain't hit the like button yet. Hit the like button real quick. And I'm about to give y'all something that y'all probably never thought of before. I'm pretty sure y'all haven't thought of before. Matter of fact, fuck it, I know y'all haven't thought of, okay? Because I ain't heard nobody else put this type of content out there. And as drivers, y'all like to tell it all anyway. Okay, y'all are jabberjaws, y'all are talk it up. Somebody would have done said it already because they would have been like, "Ugh, I'm the first one to say it. I'm the first one to say it. I'm the first." They got to take. Hey, truck drivers got to take credit. I ain't heard nobody say this one yet. 120, Phil, are we there? 120. Round of applause. 123. Look at that. I knew we had some stragglers in here. Thank y'all so much. But here it is. What I talk about all the time, right? I tell y'all about mutual funds. I tell y'all about index funds. Now I'm gonna pull up the index fund because I can't make this shit up. I cannot. But what I can do is I can go ahead and point y'all to facts. Okay? And point y'all to facts. Let me go to there we go. There's my index funds. Now, y'all know that I talk about the index funds that I like is VOO, which in case you don't know what VOO is, that is the Vanguard S&P 500. Awesome index fund. Another dope index fund that I do like is QQQ, which is Power Shares. QQQ. I mean, that's what it is. It's Power Shares. Now, I say all that to say this. Check this out, right? So if instead of you using conventional bank accounts, okay, the traditional banking system, the ecosystem, the traditional ecosystem, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all these other corporate giants when it comes to banking, why not just not even have that and have your money in an index fund? I told y'all the other day or before, like a week ago, that you should, in my thinking, my theory is you only utilize banks to put enough money in it to handle your bills, your day-to-day bills, your life bills, meaning like mortgage, rent, lights, gas, car note, simple stuff like this, right? Day-to-day expenses. But when we're talking about your savings money that you want to create for generational wealth, why would we put it into something that's not even going to give you 1% back interest at the end of the year? Doesn't make any sense. And I told you guys this before, that all they're gonna do is utilize your money to loan out to other people and charge other people interest rates of 20% on your money. Makes no sense. So in these index funds that I just gave out, ticker QQQ or VOO. Once again, QQQ is power shares and VOO is S&P 500. If you was to take your tax money as a 1099 operator and slide it over to buying shares on these two index funds, and they have more index funds that are good too. I believe that a lot of index funds are good. So if you can just grab an index fund and you're good, for the most part, they're all going to give you back about the same amount. Okay, anywhere from, well, I don't want to spoil my appetite by telling you guys here these numbers, but they're all going to be relatively around the same area. Okay, and that is, instead of moving your tax money over to the savings account, which you can do, and then from there you can either transfer it over to bring it over into Ameritrade, bring it over into Schwab. Hell, you could even bring it over into cash. I mean, I'll say Cash App, into Robinhood, because you can buy shares in these index funds in Robinhood as well. But here's the deal: and I'm gonna pull my calculator up right here. You guys probably will not see the calculator. You won't. You'll just see me because I didn't share my screen. But I'm gonna pull the calculator up and trust me on the numbers. You can follow me on the numbers as well. Okay. But here it is. Let's say that you pulled out, let's say you made 20. I'm gonna use one of my hazmat drivers team pay as an example. Okay. Let's just say that you pulled out you make $2,500 a week, okay, as a 1099 driver. And you need to pull your own taxes out. Okay. So you know that it's going to be 15.6% plus whatever state that you reside in. Some of you guys may live in Florida, Tennessee, that has no, state, Texas, that has no state income tax. So the only thing that you're paying is federal, right? You don't have to worry about that. But let's just say that you live there. Let's just use Texas. Fuck it. Easier. Okay. Let's just say Texas. You got 2,500, but you need to pull out 15%, 15.6 for federal. How much is going to come out of your 2,500 that you need to pay the federal taxes, right? So we take that 2,500 times 0.156. So you need to pull out $390, right? We subtract that $390 from 2,500. Paycheck is 2,110. Right? You've already slid your taxes over, all right, to your savings account or whatever. Or we'll just say you already taken your taxes out. All right, you got $390. All right, now you're the type that's going to pay your taxes at the end of the year. All right, no problem. So you take that $390, slide over to savings. Then from the savings, you slide it over to your Ameritrade, or you slide that $390 over to your Schwab, or you slide it over to your Robinhood into one of these index funds. Boom, throw it over there. All right. Now we're talking about $390 a week. Now let's be realistic here. Most of y'all are not going to work 365 days a week. So let's not even sit here and fake ourselves out and be like, oh, this is $2,500 a week for 52 weeks. You ain't doing that. Okay. So be realistic with yourself. Most drivers do anywhere between 42 or between 40 and 45 weeks a year driving. Okay. Anywhere between 7-8 weeks out of the year, they don't work. Okay. They're on home time, what have you. So we're just let's work with realistic numbers here, because we don't want to fake ourselves out, or 52 pump fake ourselves, and then you be sitting here looking crazy. So let's say $390, Texas. Once again, this is a state that has no taxes. Okay. We're just talking about pulling federal taxes. $390. Let's just say you're that super runner who stays out 45 weeks. All right. So you got $17,550 that you have saved away for taxes, federal. Now, of course, this $17,550 is not, you're not going to have to pay IRS all of this. Why? Because you're going to have deductions, right? So if you're a 1099 operator, you're probably going to have per diem that you get to write off. Okay. So that's going to bring that number down on your tax burden. Okay. So you put away $17,550. I'm about to tell you what to do with it. All right. But I got a super chat just came through. So, super chats take precedence. So let me pause that there for a second. Super chat from my man, Christopher. He says, what's the best equipment to start a podcast? Appreciate that. The best equipment to start a podcast with is, I don't know, a microphone. I got a lot of equipment. I got equipment in here that I haven't even hooked up yet, just because I just got back. I got so much stuff that I need to hook up and play with. I got more additional equipment. It's crazy. It's shit over here, shit over there. I ain't hooked it up. I probably have a few thousands of dollars worth of equipment right now in podcasts, but you can start out simple as starting with your phone, I guess. Just all depends on what type of look what type of look you're going for and type of audience and clarity you want. I'm big on being clear, like microphone, clarity. Vision isn't so much of a big deal for me. That's why it's a podcast show, because people can actually listen to this while they're going down the road and get the jewels in the drip. Because low is that drip. So it ain't so much of as a visual for me. So I don't need to have the big boy camera and all that, because it's not necessary for me. Sound is important to me. All right. I appreciate that super chat though, man. Thank you so much, Christopher. Okay. Yeah, it was the last one. All right. So let me pull back up my calculator here. So we said that you got $17,550. Now, if we was to slide all of that over into an index, right? QQQQ. And it's sitting there for a year. Okay. Do you know how much interest you would have gained in a year from that money sitting over there in the index fund? Anybody know? Bueller. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you. You would have gained 40% interest on your money. Hold up, bro. Say what? So 17.5. Shout out to Jeezy. 17.5 times 0.40%. How much interest did you make? You made $7,020 on your money. On your money. On money that you're going to give to Uncle Sam. Right? But as you're holding it and you're sliding it over there, you making your Uncle Sam tax money make money for you. You made an additional $7,020 in interest on that money. Now, granted, some of y'all are going to say, when you pull out some of that capital gains, you got to pay taxes on it. True, you are. But you made more by having it over there in an index fund than you did if you put it in a savings account with Bank of America and Wells Fargo and made maybe not even 1% for the year. You would have made 40% on this $7,000. And even if they come and say, yo, listen, for taxes, we want 2.5, 3.5% to pay back to us on taxes at 7,000. So I could go ahead and bring this up and say they just said we want freaking 3.5%. Messed that up right there. Let me go back. In the wrong number. 5.035. We ain't gonna pay nothing but $245.70 to IRS and taxes. So fuck it. Let's take that away from $7,200. You still made out with $6,774.30. $6,774.30 profit. If I ain't to go, who the fuck is? I'm just saying. How many of y'all knew that? How many of y'all are doing that? How many of y'all are doing that? Because I know some of y'all are going to be, it's still interest. Even if they pull out, because, you know, when you have an index fund and you pull out from it, you are taxed at a different gain or profit or gains. I'm trying to say, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Shit, losing my mind. You tax differently. Okay. But even if they want to take 50%, you still made money on your money by sliding it over there. And you would have made more than if you would have put that shit in a savings account at Bank of America or Wells Fargo, where, like I told y'all a minute ago, they going to make 20% off your money because they going to loan it out to somebody and charge them a 15, 20% interest rate. That's mind-blowing. What happens when the index fund goes down in value? Here's the thing. Do you know anything about index funds? When the last time an index fund has gone down like that in value? Even if the index fund gains, let's just say the index fund only gains 5%, it's still better than what the bank is giving you. The bank gonna give you probably not even 1% on your money. So who cares? If the index fund only gains 5%, you still winning. You still doing better than the bank. And here's the deal. In the past 5 years, I just looked on this, past 5 years, the QQQ index fund is up 223%. 223% in 5 years. So that means even during the pandemic, it fell a little bit, but it came right back up again. So I'm sorry, I was reading a question here. I'm learning money is nothing but energy and it keeps. Okay. I see. He said he doesn't understand. I see what you're saying, Ryder. I thought you were talking about me. I think you were talking about the other guy. Apparently he doesn't. Because like I said, index funds don't drop drastically like that. I'm sitting here, I'm looking over a year. I seen one drop 4%, but it bounced back up. QQQ. And that was in May. It dropped to 3%. It bounced back up. Like if you look at it on a chart, index funds do mostly nothing but climb. They hardly take slope dips. They don't. Hardly ever do. And like I said, in 1 year with this QQQ, you would have made 40%. This time last year, if you'd have put your money and was sliding it over to QQQ, you are up 40% on your money. Doggy. What? So why not just slide your tax money over here to QQQ or VOO, which is the Vanguard S&P? I can go click at that and tell you guys, like I said, you're going to find out that most of their numbers are very, 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 very similar. Okay. The Vanguard is in 1 year is up 34%. That's still amazing. Granted, VOO is up. QQQ is up 40, but still 34%. Man, you're still in the ballpark. In 5 years, Vanguard is 102% up. Okay, we heard that QQQ was up 223, so it has doubled that, but it don't matter. Get in one of the index funds, man, and slide your tax money over there and allow your tax money, because it's money that you're going to have to pay the IRS anyway, right? You've been pulling out. So why not allow your money to make money for you? That's the name of the game. Allow your money to make money for you, because you're going to have to get that money up anyway. So while it's sitting there, just sitting and waiting, allow it to make some type of interest, some type of money for you, so that when you lose that other money, you gain money while it was just sitting there. Smart money, man. Smart money. A couple more super chats came through, I think. Did I get it? Okay. Here's one right here. Sean John, I like the name, man. Says, appreciate all you do. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, my man. Also, right here, we got Altillo. I hope I said that right. Ventura, $5 super chat. He says, I'm at Prime. What do you think of starting a fleet with Prime? What do I think about starting a fleet with Prime? It depends on, I've seen success stories over there from guys who've started fleets with Prime. I've seen it like 3 times. I know that Junior Honduras is still there. He has a fleet going on. There was a guy when I was there who had Volvos. He had like 7 of them. He did seem to be doing very well. Are you looking to lease onto Prime, or are you looking to run your own authority and pull Prime freight? Because there's a fleet side where you have your own authority, or you looking to lease under Prime's DOT number. If you're looking to lease under Prime's DOT number, your truck has to fit all of the qualifications of their trucks, meaning you have to have the on guard system, meaning that your truck has to be governed at 65, meaning that you have to have the lane departure system, meaning that you have to have the roll stability system on your truck. It's a lot of stuff that you have to have on your truck if you are going to lease under Prime's authority. Okay. If you lease outside of Prime's authority, you got your own authority and you pull their trailers, then your tractor doesn't have to meet all of their specifications. But once again, you have your own authority. So you're running under your own DOT number, your own ELD, your own insurance, your own permits, all that stuff. So it's just different ways of looking at it. But if you're trying to go under their authority, you basically gonna have to turn your truck into a Prime truck. Okay. It don't matter if you go out to the dealership and purchase it. They're gonna want you to have all of the safety features that they have on their truck on yours. And here's the catch: they're not putting it on your truck. Okay. You're gonna have to come to Prime with your truck that way. They will not add those features to your truck. So you figure out how you want to do it. Okay. Me personally, one with Prime. Maybe if I was on the A fleet side, but definitely, in my opinion, I wouldn't do a fleet underneath Prime's authority unless I was like on some Junior Honduras shit, or like how the other guys were, and they were drivers for Prime, and they basically did the lease purchase of the Prime trucks from them, but they still work for Prime. So that's another way you could look at it. But thanks for the super chat, man. All right. I'm about to open the lines up, man. Y'all ready? We got I know I took y'all time away, but I felt like that money portion that we was talking about was good. All right. And I think that a lot of y'all can utilize that. All right. I see a lot of people like TA is in here right now talking about real estate. Real estate is good, but there are other options out there. Okay. There are other options out there. So yeah, there's a million ways to make money. You just got to be the hustler and know how to go out there and get it. That's what it boils down to. Okay, that's what it boils down to. All right, let me throw the link down there for anybody who want to call in. You can do so. So I'm paste it there and bang, it's in there. So let me guess. Let me pin it up to the top. This is y'all show right now. One at a time. I'll bring you in and get it off your chest or ask me a question. All right. So for those that were cheap that didn't want to send a super chat, you can call into the show and you got about 5 minutes. All right. You got about 5 minutes and then I'm cutting you off the line. That's just how it goes. Let me tag this up at the top. My channel. Oh, I gotta turn this down because I don't want it to create feedback. Yo, what is going on? Here we go. Turn this down and let me put this. Let me pin this. No. No, go back. All right. Pin message. Boom. All right. So I got pinned up there. All right. Rob, I see you down here, but it says your device is not connected, my man. So until you get your device connected, I'm not going to bring you in here. If you are listening, I see you just dropped off. So if you are coming in here, please do have your mic unmuted. Make sure that your YouTube in the background is turned down. All right. So if you're watching on another phone, you're watching on TV, you're calling in through your phone, make sure that I'm in the background turned all the way down. Okay. Because we don't want feedback. We don't want any of that. Yeah. I got another video for y'all, man. Let's play this beautiful beam footage while we're waiting for some people to call in. Look at that beautiful LSU crystal ball. That was dope. Let me show y'all something else that I last week I was in New Orleans. Went to get my son from Baton Rouge. He is a star wide receiver. He's gonna be playing football up here in Charlotte. All right, but I got a chance to go by the Tiger Mania, one of my favorite stores because I get a lot of LSU stuff. But this is what else I got to see. As y'all heard Shay in the background there talking, yeah, she was part of the show. Got a caller.
Yo.
Caller.
Money bag low. What's going on?
What's good, baby? Bubba, how you feeling today, Sir Messington?
What's going on?
What's good?
I'm out here in Cali, chilling, waiting to got a load to I think I got like 3 or 4 more stops to deliver towards San Diego. So just chilling. Got to drop off at 7 in the morning. So chilling until then. But my question was completely unrelated to, I don't know if there was a specific topic, but I just had a couple questions. But so you got a choice. So I know you a Benzo man. So if you had a choice between Audi, Benz, and BMW, what would you choose? I'm thinking you would say Benz, but why would you choose that if that's what you choose?
Okay, so unique question here. So I got 2 Benzes and I got a BMW as well. My father coincidentally drives an Audi A8. So I've been in all of them. I like the Benz though, man. I like the luxuriousness, if that's even a word.
Luxuriousness.
Oh, there we go. You just corrected me. I know I gotta teach that. But anyway, I like the feel of the Mercedes-Benz. I like the motor that's in Mercedes-Benz, a reliable vehicle. And I mean, hey, it's a head turner. You know what I'm saying? So okay. I mean, you know, they say Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. I mean, the B-boys, so it don't matter, you know. I didn't see where Audi came in there. But
well, you know, I just know that, you know, when it comes to the AMG, the M, and the what is Audi's? I think Audi is RS. They get spanked on the track every time by Team M. You know, I'll just put that out there. You know.
There you go. But where do they find you boys at, bro? I saw. Where y'all come from, man? Like, I don't get it.
I'm just saying. I mean, facts is facts. You know, it's all over YouTube. Them, you know, getting spanked on the track, you know, out in the streets or whatnot. But it's okay. You know, you'll be riding nice while you looking at the tail lights of a BMW in front of you. You know. But anyways, and then my other question was, so I noticed, you know, you out here, you working, you grinding, but when do you plan on taking a vacation, like out the country or something? And if you could, where would you go?
Okay, good question. I do want to take a vacation out of the country. I want to go to, is it Tulum, Mexico?
Okay.
Tulum.
Yeah,
I seen Call Me Cooley went there and he had a ball. I seen people on my Facebook that have went down there to Tulum, I believe it is. That's how you pronounce it. And everybody there is like, hey, no regrets in Tulum. I will definitely be back. It's the place to be. And just from video and pictures I've seen, I want a piece of the action, bro. Like, you know,
so is it like a resort or something down there that people typically go to?
I think it is, man. I think it's a resort or I'm not quite sure. I just know that Tulum seems to be where you want to be at in Mexico. I don't know if it's similar to like how Cancun is or how far it is from Cancun, but
right.
I just from watching people on Facebook post about it, I want a piece of the action.
So is that just gonna be you and wifey or the whole fam?
Nah, I think that's one. That's grown folk, bro. You can't. I
Oh,
don't think.
okay, yeah, yeah. That's
You know
what
what
I
I'm
said. We leave the kids at the babysitter.
saying? Leave
No,
the
I'm
kids.
gonna be going to Jamaica for like 4 or 5 days at the end of August.
Okay.
So, and then my sister, she wants me to. She's supposed to be planning a trip for was that 2022 in November. Because that's when my birthday is. I'm a Scorpio. Shout out to all the Scorpios out there.
I'm a
But
Scorpio.
she wants to. Oh, you are?
Oh, what? October 30th. Come on, dog.
Oh, okay. Okay then. I ain't pick up on that because when you was saying how much of a Benz fan you is, so I was picking up on that.
Yeah, man.
But
Scorpio, you should have knew that from I don't play the games. Scorpios, we don't play games. We pretty much straight shooters. Sniper.
right, most def. But we're supposed to be going to Dubai, so that'll be my trip for 2022. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. So I would encourage anybody that's out there, please do not be a steering wheel holder. Take that money, put it to the side, invest, start another business, and go travel. Do not let these companies keep you behind that wheel and just die. Like shout out to all the people who out here, who've been doing this for 15, 20 years. Me, I'm not finna do that. I'm 26 right now. Lord willing, I'll be done with the trucking industry by the time I turn 30. So that's 4 years from now. But definitely get out here and go see some stuff, man. You're making the money to do it. So shit, go see some stuff.
Yeah, it's not like you got a plan. So I mean, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Don't die behind the steering wheel. I mean, this is why I try to teach people, the financial freedoms, the different ways that you can invest money so that you're not working until you're 65 because Social Security won't be around. By the time we are getting to that or at that age, they're trying to get rid of Social Security now. So if people are relying on my Social Security or my pensions and all this, they're trying to do away with all that. So,
I mean, can you see the money that you're like, your grandparents or like elderly people that you do know, like how much money they're getting? It's not a lot. So like the way that you're living now is not the way that you can live when you get their age. Like
correct. I mean that's because, inflation. So with technology, with the way that the world is going, Social Security ain't gonna be able to keep it. It was able to keep up with our older generation because houses weren't that expensive.
Right, you can get a gallon of milk for like 25 cents.
Correct. So yeah, Social Security ain't gonna be able to keep up when your mortgage is $3,500 a month or $4,000 a month, and you in a 2-bedroom. Like it ain't. Please, it can't keep up.
Right. But I ain't gonna hold up too much time. Whenever y'all get out there to Tulum, make sure you vlog it and put it on the channel if that's what you choose to do. But I'll be interested, or just some B-roll footage or something. I'll be interested to see what it looked like out there. But
yeah, I'm definitely
be blessed. Shout out to everybody listening. Y'all go be great, be awesome, and continue doing your thing, man. I appreciate you.
All right, thanks, Curtis.
Yep.
I appreciate you, mate. That's my man Curtis. Shout out to Curtis, man. Curtis be showing me support, and I appreciate that, man. He calls in. Actually, Curtis has been. I think he's probably waiting for football season to come back around. But Curtis has been big, a big subscriber of mine when it comes to getting down with the sports bet and stuff. So that's dope too. That's dope too because he supports that a lot. Y'all probably hear my son in the background. I have no clue why they are so close to the studio. And yeah, I almost want to be like, Shay, said like, kids, somebody move LJ. That we'll see if anybody listen. They probably won't. And they don't realize like he's sitting right here next to the thing, whining and crying. All right, so I got another super chat that just came through. And this is from Freddie. Gave me a $10 super chat. Appreciate that. He says 136. I have just a business question. Would it be okay or not a good move to open a business banking account in the same bank your personal accounts are at? All right, I appreciate that. 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 I appreciate that Freddie, it doesn't matter. If you're going to open a business bank account, it can be through the same bank that you bank with for your personal. Okay. There's no drawback. There's no should I have my business bank account here and my personal over there, different place. No. If you can find a bank that has business checking or business banking, then that would probably be a good route for you to go because you can transfer between the two in case you ever needed it. Whereas if you have a business bank account at another bank and you have a personal at another one, of course you can link them, but sometimes there's fees to transfer money out of one account to the other one, or it may take some time for it to get over to the other one. So my answer to you would be, me personally, I would prefer to have a business bank account with the same bank that I have a personal account with. Now, you want to make sure that they're separate, of course, right? So you got your own personal account and you have your business account, but they can still be in the same institution if that's what you choose to do. So there's no like better way of doing it. Like you won't gain any perks by having a business bank account at Wells Fargo and then having a personal checking account at Bank of America. Thanks for the super chat though, man. I appreciate that. All right. Anybody? Yo, the link is still up, I believe, right? The link is still hot. Call in portion. You guys can call in. You can ask me a question. This is your portion of the show. I've already spoke. My portion was the first hour, technically like the first hour and a half, first hour and 20 minutes. Now it's on y'all. If you got a question for me, hit the link. Come on in. It's always one person at a time. I do not take multiple people in my stream. So it's basically first come, first serve. All right. Oh, I see something about T-Force. In case people don't know who T-Force is. T-Force is the company that bought UPS Freight. T-Force let California know if bill pass were done. I did see something about that bill though, Allen, and I believe that it's on hold right now. Last time I checked, it's delayed for the AB5 out there, independent contractor in California. My understanding is that it is delayed right now. It is in a delay. And my son is still seems to be right over here by me. Yeah, guess nobody's listening to me. So I'm doing construction. I wish that I could tear this down right here and I would show. Okay, we got all kinds of people chiming in. Sir Messington is back.
Oh, yo, one more thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I have a habit of calling in twice, but so I don't know if any of the people who are watching right now follow. It's a dude. His name is or his YouTube name is the Credit Plug. So for I think a dude was talking about personal banking and versus business banking. I would encourage anybody because when I get the money, this is what I'm gonna do. Wells Fargo currently is offering. I think they just reopened the applications a secured business card. So you go on their website or Google it, and obviously you take care of the deposit, whether it's 500, 5,000, whatever. I think it's a maximum of like 25,000 that you can put on it. But for anybody who's building business credit, it's important to have not just vendor accounts, but also financial trade lines. So that would be considered a financial trade line. So even if you only, you got a business and whatnot, and you only put $500 on that joint, and you using it responsibly, you're obviously paying it off. That'll report to all the business credit bureaus. So they want to get that information out there for anybody that might help.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
I'm outie.
All right, man. All right, next one to the stream. Let's get it. Official Willis, what's good?
What's good?
Not much. How you been?
Doing good. Just checking people's security, just judging people out here. But also, I got a question. So,
Okay.
what would be a good fuel card to have as an owner op?
They got a couple, few of them. Are you looking for no credit check, or are you looking for them to run your credit?
You said what was the other one?
They have no credit check ones, and then they have ones where they can run your credit.
With the money on credit.
So you want one with
Where they run your credit. Oh,
yeah.
I'd probably do a no credit check.
All right. So they got two of them. So you can use TSD, which is I believe you can Google. Let me look real quick. So I got the TSD card. And let me pull the site up here. TSD Logistic Fuel Card Services. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the link down in the comment section for you to go and click on this for the TSD fuel card. It's no credit check, but I will tell you this: with this fuel card, they will take out the fuel that you use within like 2 days. So if you don't got the money in your account, yeah, they're gonna tax you. Okay, but there are no credit check. They will give you a fuel card, and it does save anywhere from 40 to like 55 cents off the pump price at TAs and Petros. Now for Flying J's and Pilot, there's no discount there, and it's like 10 cents off the pump price at like Love's, and then they got like some other mom and pop places that you can get fuel at. But I'm gonna drop it down in the comment section right now, and that's the link right there where you can go sign up for the TSD fuel card if you're an owner operator, no credit check. And then the other one that you can use is RTS. Just look up RTS fuel card online, Google that RTS fuel card, and you can sign up with that. And they actually do like Flying J and Pilots.
All right, you said what was the fuel count, the T and petrol for the
For TSD,
TSD?
it anywhere from 40 cent to like 55 cent off the pump price.
Okay, that's not bad. I got my Snyder fuel card, and we pretty much get 42 cents off, but it varies by week. Like the fuel discounts vary, so I'm trying to have something like with more secure me. I don't want to have it fluctuate.
Right.
So does it help you build your business credit?
I don't believe that the TSD card does because it's no credit check. So I mean, you could put down your EIN number for it, but I don't think that it helps build that because once again, it's no credit check. Most time, things that are no credit checks, they're not going to help build your credit because you didn't put your credit out there. You know what I mean, or your number out there for it to be built on.
All right. So if say I want to go with the one that does the credit check, and I have a new business account, a new and all that stuff, will they accept me since even though
Yeah. As long as your credit is good, they'll accept you. And most of the time, those that run credit checks are net 7. So what does that mean? So net 7 means that they pull it from your bank account every 7 days. Like these ones that have no credit check, these are, like I said, TSD is like every 2 days they're pulling it from your account. So you have to make sure that whatever you spent that day, that in 2 days you have it in your account, because if you don't, then you're going to overdraw, or they're going to charge you penalties and stuff like that for you not having it in there. Whereas like if you run a credit one, it's a net 7. So then they'll give you like a credit limit. So they'll say like, okay, we'll offer you $2,500 a week in fuel that you can use on it, and then after 7 days you pay it back.
all right, yeah, I'll look into that TSD one. Because at the same time, I want to get my own fuel card, so I'm having to use a Snyder fuel card as well. So
Correct.
I'll go ahead and look at the TSD one.
Yeah, looking at a TSD one, or if you're trying to build business credit, then you might want to look into like Fleet One, maybe Comdata, stuff like that, and those are going to be ones that they're going to run your credit.
Fleet One and Comdata.
Right. You can try Comdata too. Comdata, Fleet One, EFS, all these different people that will give you fleet cards.
All right, yeah, I'm trying to build a business credit now. Since I got my new LLC and everything, I gotta go back home and open up. I'm gonna open up one on the Navy Federal since they're good with veterans. So I'm trying to figure out how to build my business credit up. I know people say get credit cards and stuff, like business credit cards, and then that's how you build it up. Just use that business credit card and pay it off, and it'll help boost up your score.
Yeah, that's how people normally do it, especially with like net 7s, net 15, net 30s, and stuff like that. So that's a quick way to build up your paydex score, is to just get some fuel cards and pay them off immediately once you use them each week, and then keep it going.
All right, and another question: with a new business, with a new what I'm trying to say, with a new business account, since I don't have a score right now, I'll have to build that up before I can even get a business loan for like commercial financing, or would I have to?
Um, you- how can I say this? So with a business account, if you're trying to get a business financial loan, right? A couple of things are going to take factor. One, they're going to need to see how much money is coming into your account as far as a business, right? And it depends on how much you're asking to loan for them to loan you. So one thing they're going to look at is how much you're grossing in on that business account. Second thing they're going to want to do is they're going to pull personal credit, because you're going to have to personal guarantee it or guarantee it, whatever, however people say it, guarantee it. Well, it's one word I can't say right, but you're going to have to personally guarantee that you are going to be the fallback to that loan in case you default on it, or in case the business defaults on it. And then the next thing they're going to want to see, they're going to want to know what assets you have. If you have any assets, in case you default on the loan, you have assets that you can turn in for that. So those are a couple of factors that they look at when they are determining if they're going to give you a business financial loan and if you qualify for one.
All right. Yeah, I appreciate it then.
Yeah, no problem.
I've been trying to figure out everything out lately because I don't establish my business right now, so trying to get all the pieces together.
Right. Typically, most places, after about 2 years, then you should have enough established up to where you can show a consistent record. You know what I mean? I probably wouldn't try to apply for a business loan if you've only been open or in business for 3 months, 6 months. It's not enough time. You know what I mean? And they're probably going to deny you unless you just have an awesome personal credit score that is going to personal guarantee that you're going to, you know, and at that point they're going off of your personal really more so than your business.
Yeah, I'm fixing my personal uh, credit right now because I messed it up in the military, so I'm working on that right now.
Understandable. Well,
Yeah.
listen, Willis, I appreciate you calling me. I got another caller, man.
I appreciate it.
All right, brother. All right, next caller. I see you in the queue, Joseph. Let's do this.
Hey, Lo, thanks for taking my call, man.
Yes, sir.
I got a question. So I'm leased onto a company, and they had like the lease trucks, and I was doing their lease, and then the truck I was in, it was high mileage, and I was paying maybe like 1,600 a month for the truck. So when it came down to it, it was the DEF system kept giving me a whole bunch of problems. So I went out and got my own semi, and I was able to get approved. And it just seems like now that I'm leased onto the same company, I might gross around like 4,000, sometimes 5,000 in a week. But man, by the time my fuel gets out, and then you start putting back your deductions, for the truck payment, it's like I'm barely skating by to where I would like when I see your show and you're paying your driver 1,700 a week. And it's like I'm out here, man, running these roads, but it's like the money's not there. And I just want to know if you had any insight. I mean, is it just because I'm leased onto the wrong company, or should I go to a company where I can pick my own loads? Because here recently I had an incidents where my dispatcher, she was getting loads from a place down in Florida, and let's say they pay 900, but then I went on the load board and a broker showing that same load that's like for 1,400.
Mm.
And I showed it to her, and then today I'm on that load, and I was able to get the 1,400. It's just like it seems like nobody has your best interests, and you're trying to be loyal to a company. You know what I mean?
For sure. All right, so a couple questions for you. So you said that you got your own truck then, right? So you paid for this. Are you financing the truck or you cashed out on it?
Yeah, I'm financed. It's a 19. I bought it in 18, so I got about 2 more years on the note.
Okay. You got monthly payments or you got weekly payments?
Monthly, but I try to take it out like per week, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But my monthly payment is $34.55.
34.55. All right, so let's see. If you were taking it out weekly, 34.55 divided by 4.3. So like 803.48 a week.
Yeah, and I asked my bank if I could pay them like 1,000 a week, and then they don't want to they don't want to take the weekly payments like that. They just want it all in one lump sum. But I was trying to get it knocked down, as fast as I could.
Well, you can always pay to the principal more. Granted that if they want to do it where it's every month, just pay more
Right.
on it every month. You know what I mean? So if you want to pay more, if say that they're telling you $3,200, let's say you want to pay $4,200, you can tell the bank to take $4,200 for the payment for that month, and they'll do it. They don't got a problem with that. They will apply it towards the principal, which actually helps you in the long run because you save on interest.
Right.
But as far as your company, $5,000. Are you hazmat, non-hazmat?
Not non-hazmat, but I'm just van, and it just seems like, I was sold on a dream of, getting your own truck, running a business and all that, but then it's just like, I don't want to quit the company, but then at the same time, you hear drivers out here, man, I'm making 90 grand a year, and I'm thinking, damn, dude, I show my gross around like 180 on the 1099, but I probably at the end of the day make maybe like 45, 50,
I listen, I would definitely. How much about this car? How long have you been with this company?
I've been with this company 5 years, and I've had this truck going on 3 years in August.
Okay. And do they pull freight off a spot market? Are they contract freight? Do you know any of this?
They have the section I'm leased onto is like a dedicated lane where we do a lot of cabinets. And but then when I need to get up to the to pick up the cabinets, we'll get a broker load. But they out of Florida, man, they don't pay they don't pay shit. It's like it's garbage.
So what it sounds like to me is that you're basically, like you said, you're on a dedicated, so you're more than likely you're pulling contract freight. And as it stands right now, contract freight is not doing better than spot market freight. So when you hear guys right now talking about how much they're making, 9 times out of 10, those guys are pulling off a spot market, which right now spot market is doing fantastic. Is that always the situation? No. There are times where contract freight is doing better than spot market. So it sounds like to me you're probably in a situation where you're pulling contracted freight and it's a flat rate. It really doesn't fluctuate that much. You don't have negotiating power, or your dispatcher does not have negotiating power at all to be able to tell or get more money out of that load than what's already there. My opinion, what do I think I would do if I were you? I probably would change companies. I probably would say, 5 years, I've dealt with this. I haven't really seen any improvement. I want to spread my wings a little bit more. I'll maybe even potentially want to pick my own loads. Have you ever picked your own loads before?
No, I never booked my own loads, but it's something I'm willing to learn because it's like, dude, at the end of the day, just barely skate by isn't my life dream,
Correct. And here's the deal. Also with a dispatcher, right? With you now having your own truck, or you bring your own truck to the carrier, is the dispatcher. You could sit there and speak to the dispatcher every day, but at the end of the day, only person who knows the type of money that you need to make and what your worth is yourself. So with that being said, that dispatcher is not probably, I would say, I'm not going to say that they don't have your best interest. I would just say that she doesn't take, or he or she doesn't take the gross amount that you need to make or want to make as serious as you do. And if it's to that point, then I do believe that 1, you should switch carriers. 2, probably even try a carrier that you can book your own freight on, or if not, 3, find a carrier, if you are going to be dispatched, that he is on percentage and he is about making his money, because essentially the more that you revenue, the more his paycheck is. Okay, because some of these dispatchers are not on percentage. They're on flat salary amount. They make the same amount. They make the same bonuses. Each truck gets to a certain amount of number, they start, cutting you off. You met the max revenue that you can get. Now, some dispatchers are on percentage. So the more money that you make, the more money that they make. So it's kind of indicative for them to run you as hard as they can, or to get you as much revenue, because essentially that makes his paycheck go up. So
right.
I would look at a carrier maybe that is running off a spot market. And if they are running off a spot market and they have a dispatcher, and if that's something you want to continue to do, make sure that the dispatcher is running off a spot market and not running off of contract freight. Or if not, you can go to a carrier where you can, book your own freight, negotiate your own rates, and see how you like that. If you get out there and you find out that that's not for you, then once again, you can find a carrier that does have spot market freight and will be able to dispatch you on that.
Yeah, because just here recently, I was talking to her. I said, look, I said, I understand you got other drivers. I'm not your only driver. I said, what do you think about me paying for my own DAT board? And if I see a load, how can I book that? She's like, well, you can't book it. I have to book it, but you can shoot it over to me. Well, by the time you do that, that load's gone.
Right.
And it's just, I don't want to ruin my credit with this truck, but it does. I do feel like back when I was a company driver, I was so much more happier. It was consistent money. And, when your drive tires went out, you didn't have to spend, like $4,300 for a set of drives,
Right. I can refer you to a couple of companies that I think that you probably should try out. Do your own due diligence, do your own research, but check out these companies. Check out F2F. Okay.
I'm sorry, it broke up. What was that?
Check out the company called F2F. F as in Frank, 2 as in the number, F as in Frank again. F2F. All right. I know over there they pay 70, I think it's 75 to 80% of the load. You can book your own loads. All right. Off of the DHE load board, you can create your own revenue, all this other stuff. All right. They provide you with color. I don't know the whole entire works behind it, but I know that seems to be a decent company that where you can book your own freight and you get like 78 to 80% of the load. All right. Landstar has never been a bad option. A lot of people have found success at Landstar. So maybe you want to take a look into Landstar. I don't know if you've ever looked into Landstar, but you can look into Landstar as well. You can book freight through their load board. You can utilize their agents and stuff like that to get freight. That's another avenue. Another avenue I would tell you is where you can book your own freight is a company called Jones Motor Group. Look into Jones. You can book your own freight as well. And they have agents. They have an inside load board that you can use as well. And you can also use load board outside of Jones. Those are 3 companies that I can give you if you are interested in booking your own freight. That it seems that a lot of people are there and they're having success.
Yeah, I appreciate I've heard of Landstar, of course, and then Jones. I've heard of them, but I haven't really checked into them. But nobody ever wants to feel like when we get these broker loads, we never get to see the rate con, and there's always that thought in the back of mind. Why can't you send the whole picture? You're only screenshotting the pickup information. And I'm not saying she is or she isn't, but if you don't have nothing to hide, then why don't just show it?
Correct. And you should see the whole entire rate con. If they're not sending you entire rate con, that would just be another point for me of leaving. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, because see, when I started doing my numbers, right, and I get 72%, the place I'm leased onto, they get 28%. And it's like, man, after I do my fuel and like my truck payment, even though they only get 28%, I mean, shit, dude, we're like equal partners as far as money wise, as like what we're profiting. But I have the most risk, with this truck out here.
Correct. And especially with you having your own truck and you're leasing onto that carrier, I would say if you're not making $2,500 or better as a lease operator, man, it's time to move forward. And I'm talking about that's $2,500 after all your expenses have came out. This is $2,500, that you're taking home. Not your taxes, but as far as like your truck payment, your fuel. If you're not making that as a lease operator, then yes, it's time for you to explore your options.
Yeah, and that's why when I saw what you was paying your driver, I was like, man, I mean, I hate leaving companies to go another one. Then I saw, you're paying your $1,700, and it's like a lot of it makes a lot of sense if because right now I don't want my own authority. It's just I don't have the capital and I'm just tired of the the struggle from week to
Right.
week.
Right.
But I just wanted to call in, man, and see what you thought, because I've watched you ever since you had your tire truck, man, and I try to follow you as much as I can, and it's very impressive.
No, I appreciate it, Joseph, and I hope that the information I gave you tonight can assist you. Definitely take a look at those 3 companies I gave you. I think Mario down in the chat, he gave 3 more companies that you could look into where you could pull your own freight. You can see the rate cons, the true rate cons. You can negotiate your rates, and those companies we do all feel will probably be better than where you're at right now.
All right, Lo, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
All right, Joseph, you stay easy. All right, people. Big ups to everybody that called in, man. They wasn't scared. Got some valuable information from Lo. And yeah, this was a good show, man. Hope you guys were able to learn something from the people who called in. Hope that I was able to give you guys some valuable information to those that called in that wanted my advice on situations. Hope that you guys took heed to the portion of the show where I was talking about put your tax money into the index and gain your interest off of that. And then talking about once again, I'm just recapping, talking about my week since I've been gone since Friday. Yeah. Fantastic. American Airlines sucks. They suck. I got to work with some of this equipment that I got, new equipment. So hopefully some new things will be happening here tomorrow. If I move this green screen, it's construction going on. They're building my studio in here right now. If I move this green screen, you guys will see a wall that they're constructing. So a lot of stuff going on around here. I will be back at y'all neck again tomorrow. Yeah. I'll be back at y'all neck again tomorrow. Tomorrow's show, I want all people that are interested in being local truck drivers or that are local truck drivers to hit the link and hit the line tomorrow when I drop it out there, because let's have a little chat about local. Okay. The pros, the cons, the good, the bad. Is it worth it to be local over being OTR? Yeah, we're going to bring that debate. We're going to bring that discussion, and we're going to bring it to a head. Okay. To a head. So with that being said, man, my 2 hours is up. I'm going to watch the basketball game and probably watch Milwaukee whoop up on Atlanta. Okay. In my personal opinion, Milwaukee sweeps. Okay. 4-0. Championship is going to be Milwaukee and Phoenix. All right. And I'm probably going to take Milwaukee to win the championship this year. That's just where I'm at. I already lost my bet. I took Philadelphia. They found a way to lose to Atlanta. Bums. Ben Simmons, sorry at $177 million man averaged 5 points in the series. He's garbage. Okay. Ben Simmons is garbage. Terrible. Appreciate you just trucking for stopping through, saying great live stream. I appreciate that. Salute to you, big brother. So with that being said, I will check y'all tomorrow. I would say same time, but and this is another thing. Whenever I do my videos, for some reason, StreamYard goes off of Central Standard Time. So I set it for 7 o'clock. They set it for 6 o'clock, but that's 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. So when you see it set for an event, it's on Central Standard Time. Okay. If we all here on the East Coast, we already know what it is. All right. Another super chat just came through in this. I got to read this foolishness by my man, Official Willis. $4.99 super chat. Atlanta in 7. Boy, stop. Okay. You still can get it.
I'm a clown.
For your super chat. Okay.
I'm a clown. I'm a clown.
Stop playing around. Stop playing around, Official Willis. All right. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. That's him again. And remember, winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners. And we are winning all day right here. Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. I appreciate it if y'all would share that out. Share this out. Like on your way out. Subscribe, hit the bell. All that good jazz. Until tomorrow. Y'all be safe. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank you for listening to the Trucking with Loshawn Parks podcast show. Be sure to like, share, and hit that subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on IG at Loshawn Parks and Facebook Loshawn Parks. Until next episode, keep it trucking.